Hi friends, it's Terry Stewart, Independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator located in Central Maryland. So I'm back today with my final project, Alternative, using the January 2023 Paper Pumpkin Kit, Key to My Heart. Now my take on this is it's a masculine birthday card, and I've heard from many people who are always looking for masculine cards, and I think I've got a good one to share with you today. So I'm going to turn my camera around so we can dive in. If you get sick, look away, because the camera's moving now, and I'm turning it, and you get a view of my big light, and then my ceiling, and then my big head before my workspace comes up. Okay, I think we're there. Wow, that was pretty easy, huh? Normally it takes me a few more seconds to get that in the right spot. So let me get my laptop going, so if anybody pops on and wants to say hey to me, I can say hey right back. And okay, we're go. Yes, so this is a paper pumpkin. This is the January 23 Key to My Heart kit. And when I opened this, I did an unboxing video about a month ago and showed that you can make 9 cards, 3 each of 3 different designs, and they were basically Valentine's cards. I ended up making all my cards, and I went on a cruise on Valentine's week, and I gave them away to the crew on the ship, and they were very happy. So this is what is left. There's not much. There's a little bit of baker's twine. There are some dimensionals, some glue dots, the stamp set, of course. And then these were some extras, and I showed those in earlier videos, what I did with those. So now we can put this box away. It's done with. I think I've gotten all the use out of it that I can get out of it. And let me show you my card. Yeah, where is my card? Oh my gosh. My card has gone astray. This is very interesting. Where could it be? Oh, there it is. Oh no, I'm having an avalanche. There is the card. I get all my pieces and parts over here. Ooh. Like, yes, everything is sliding away from me. Okay, so I took these images. This was the center of the padlock, and I'm going to use that kind of as an abstract element. Also, this key, I'm going to make some what I would consider designer series paper. So those are the 2 stamps I'm using for this set. You want to check out my blog, stampinghair.blogspot.com. You can see the description in the below, whether you're watching on Facebook or you are watching on YouTube. Actually, after this presentation, I'll go back and add those links for you. But if you're on my Facebook page, hi, please follow my page, and that way you'll know when I'm going live with these alternative projects. And if you're on YouTube, I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe, and that way you also will get notified when I go live with new projects. So the happy birthday sentiment comes from this stamp set from Stampin' Up, and it has birthdays. It has 1, 2, 3 happy birthdays. It got thinking of you, 1, 2, 3. Thank you, 1, 2, 3. Hello, just a note. So it's got a variety of fonts, and I'm using this happy birthday one down here and for my greeting today. And so let me put this aside, grab my block, get that key on the block, and on this bigger block I'm going to use that. So my color combination today is Starry Sky and Parakeet Party with some white, and then I threw in a little bit of dark. This is actually denim. It's called denim, but it's a very flexible ribbon. And then on the inside, I put a little decoration. So here are all my pieces. I have a half sheet of Starry Sky. I have a piece of white, and then a piece of that I'm going to stamp on. I'm going to stamp on this Parakeet Party. I'm going to stamp on this white. And actually, that might be an extra piece. I'm going to stamp on that, this. I think this is just a stray piece that kind of came from nowhere. Oh, and then I have some scraps because I'm going to be punching these circle punches. Oh, wait. What do we got going? Oh, I do need this piece. This piece is, okay, let's turn this over. So there's something wet on my mat. I'm not sure how that happened, but anyway. So this piece is going to go here. This piece is going to go here. Then we have this is going to be a mat. And then we're going to do circles with these two pieces. And this little piece is going to be my sentiment, my happy birthday sentiment. So first things first, let's do some stamping. So we'll be stamping on that piece, and this piece, and that piece. Okay, so we have all the pieces that we're going to be stamping. Set that aside. And I am going to bring in my scrap paper because if you guys know that I like to keep a pristine work area. And so the two colors I'm using are Parakeet Party and Starry Sky. Now Starry Sky is in color. So we have that for another year. And then I'm going to use this kind of circle. This was the center of the lock, a decorative for the lock, the padlocks. But I'm just using it as a circle with some squiggles. And I recently heard somebody say that if you're making masculine cards, geometric patterns work well. Now this is not a geometric pattern, but it's more of an abstract pattern, so I'm going with it. And I'm just going to stamp randomly, circles here and there. So I'm tapping my stamp into the ink pad. I'm giving it firm pressure and giving it a few seconds for that ink to transfer from the stamp onto, there we go, onto the cardstock. So the next thing, so we're stamping that, and I want to punch out. You notice on this Parakeet Party here that I'm going to punch 1 3/4 circles. So I'm going to ink up, push this down so that can be punched out when we get to that step. And now the next thing I want to do with my Starry Sky is stamp on this piece of white with the key. And what I did for this, I inked up, and then just at the top I kind of eyeballed where the center would be, and I put 1 key down. And then I went back, re-inked, and then added a key on either side. Again, these will not be perfect, and I think that's what lends it. People know that it's hand stamped. It's not perfect, so it'll have some variations, and I think that is okay. It just proves that I spent my time making it, and perfection is not my goal. My goal is to create a card that I can send to somebody that is special to me. And then that is all the keys. Pretty nifty, huh? And let's see, what else? What did I put on the inside? I feel like I put some of those circles on the inside. Sure enough. Let's bring in our piece of white, basic white cardstock, and stamp across the bottom. And again, these are random. They're not in any particular order, or I'm not trying to make them perfection. Let's see, maybe one like this. Okay, so then we have those going on, and that's all with our Starry Sky. Oh, nope, it's not. I spoke too soon because I'm going to stamp on this piece of 1/2 inch cardstock. And you always have these little scraps when you're trimming up paper. And that's where I'm going to bring in my greeting, my happy birthday greeting. And that's going to get stamped in Starry Sky. Now this is not a photopolymer stamp, so I'm just going to have to kind of get it as straight as I think it's going to be. It's going up a little bit, so let's try it again. I'm going to try it one more time. And after that, I'm just going to go with whatever comes out, right? Do the best I can. Oh, that's even worse. Okay, we'll go with that one then. And that is all the Starry Sky. Hey, so the paper pumpkin kit that's coming out in March, this month, just a few weeks, you have till the 10th, is the 10th anniversary of Stampin' Up. And so they're going to include in that 10 years of growth an extra stamp set. You're going to get 2 stamp sets in the March, but you have to subscribe by March 10th, and then you can be sure that you'll get that second, that you'll get the two stamp sets. I'm going to get that out. Okay, so now we're going to go with Parakeet Party, and I will have a link below if you're watching on YouTube, and I'll try to remember to put a link in on Facebook so you can go back and subscribe and get those 2 stamp sets. So I'm really excited to see. They've said it's a plant builder stamp set, so that sounds pretty exciting to me. And if you all know me, you know I love free stuff. Well, what I've heard is free stuff stamps better, and I tend to believe that. So I would urge you not to miss out, to subscribe by March 10th so you can get that extra stamp set. 2 stamp sets for the price of 1. Awesome! Awesome! Alright, so now we can start assembling. The first thing I'm going to do is punch. So I'm going to punch this out with a 3/4 inch circle punch, and then I'm going to punch a layer in Starry Sky with a 2-inch punch. So these punches are no longer, well, they weren't, but now they're back. Just the other day, I think Wednesday, Stampin' Up! Launched these online exclusives. And in those exclusives, you can get a 2-inch punch and a 3/4 inch punch. So my 1 3/4 inch punch is pretty old. So I might have to upgrade during these online exclusives. And we don't know how long they're going to be around. Some of the items will continue. Some are only while supplies last. And I don't know which are which. So I might have to get me a updated 1 3/4 inch circle punch. And you can get one too. Alright, so let's start assembling. First things, let's do our layers first. Assemble our layers. So I'm going to bring in my liquid glue and assemble this. So what are you thinking? This masculine card, the color's masculine. Do you think that this would cut it as a masculine card? Would you send this as a masculine card? Hey, I'd really love to hear your thoughts on it. So leave me a message or a comment, and I would love to know your thoughts. I think maybe the colors on it, and it doesn't really have any frou-frou ribbon on it. I mean, it does have that denim ribbon, but I wouldn't say that's frou-frou. I think it definitely would work as on a masculine card. So for me, I would say yes, this is a masculine card. But I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. Alright, so here's my card base. This does have a little bit of a ripple down here, the way I was storing it. But I'm going to make that my card front, since it'll be covered up by 2 other pieces of cardstock. So I'm going to crisp up that score line and just help my card lay flat. And first things, let's put the insert in. I left this, I mean, I did decorate it, so I could personalize my message and when the time comes. I don't like to be locked in on what I'm going to put in my birthday cards. So depending on who I send it to, I'll have different thoughts and sentiments. I usually don't stamp anything inside my card just so I can personalize it when I go to mail it. So here is our parakeet party. Let's see, it's going to cover that little crimp, a little bit of bendy area. And I'm going to center that right and left, and kind of the same border at the top as in the bottom. And then this piece is going to come here across the bottom. Maybe you need to push that up a smidge. Okay. And some glue. So I guess for masculine cards, I tend to use browns and blues. This one does have that pop of parakeet party, but I wouldn't hold it against it. I would still send this. I mean, after all, if you think, I don't know if you're into football, but these colors, this starry sky, parakeet party reminds me of the Seattle Seahawks. And you know, that's football and football teams. So those are masculine. Those guys are wearing those colors. So I definitely think that it works as a color combo for a masculine card. And then I have this denim ribbon. Now this is retired. It's denim 3/8 inch ribbon, but it is soft. It's not made from denim fabric. I think it's supposed to look like denim, but it's not actual denim fabric. And I'm going to bring in my tear and tape, and I'm going to put that right across that seam where those two pieces of cardstock meet. And that's going to hold this ribbon. I'm use my take your pick tool. I'll just burnish it and then use the pointy end to lift up that covering. And then for my ribbon, I'll lay that right across that. And then with my snips, snip that edge off. Nice. So they've got a little edge over here, there, and see on this side too. Just cleaning that ribbon up. Okay, moving on. So now we kind of when I place this down, I want to have the same distance on the top and the bottom, and a little bit more to the left side of it. It's just helped me gauge where I'm going to place this. So again, some adhesive. It's the same distance top, bottom, and maybe twice the distance from the left-hand side. And that looks like it's pretty straight. And now our circle. Now this circle does have 4 dots, so I'm going to, just as a point of reference, put them like 12, 3, 6, and 9. And this is going to be flat on the card front. I'm not popping this up. I do like dimensionals, and I'll be using those on the next step when we add our sentiment. Maybe up a little bit. That looks about right there. Give that a nice press down so that glue can activate. And for this, just going to snip off the same, so it's maybe just need a smidge off the side. So then we have about the same distance on both sides of the word. And to make those flag fishtail ends, I'm going to cut in the middle, and then cut from the point to the top of that cut, and then come in from the other side. Oh, I missed that one a little bit. There we go. And repeat that. So kind of eyeball where the center is, cut in, and then from the pointed edge, cut in, oops, And then do the same on the other side. It doesn't have to be perfect. Yep. That one obviously isn't. There we go. Okay, so these little pieces scraps can get moved out of the way. And now we still have these dimensionals left from the original kit. And I'm going to put those towards the center. Ooh. Like that. And then one more towards the center so that they'll land on top of that parakeet party circle. And then just center it within that circle. There. Okay, so that is my version of a masculine card using the Key to My Heart January 2023 stamp set to create the background, and then this happy birthday came from the go-to greetings. Well, I hope you enjoyed this card. Remember, if you like this card, subscribe to my YouTube channel so you'll get notified the next time I post a card. And if you're on my Facebook page, please follow me, and you'll also get notified when I go live. And until next time, remember, stamping is fun. Bye!